Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, partners. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, all and sundry. Thank you for logging in with us tonight on CIG Sunday Night Live. This night promises to be an explosive one. You don't want to miss what is ahead of you. So you can do so by even help your neighbors, help your friends, help your members, give them a nudge again that we've started. I'm Simply Seto, and I'll be anchoring tonight as your regular host. Tonight's topic says asset building through leveraging. And we have one of the star directors and top leaders in Long Ridge Bioscience in the house today, in person of Prince ADELEKE Moses. And it's going to be a tough one tonight. Be of high expectation. That's how always as I am, that's how I do. Even though not seen into the program yet, I of high expectation of the awesomeness and the impact it's going to make. That's how I look forward to this program. So before it comes up, I would just like to read his profile. Prince ADELEKE Moses is a businessman who is from Osun State in Nigeria. He holds a degree from the University of Uyo in pharmacy. ADELEKE Moses has never worked under anybody for salary after his NYSC service. He started with Long Ridge Bioscience Manufacturing Company and rose to the level of a star director today. He has qualified for 6 cars, many trips, and many incentives. He leads several teams, even though he works silently. He is the team lead, inquirer, and he's been helpful to Long Ridge as a whole. Join me as we make a welcome to SD Prince ADELEKE Moses. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome on board. You are welcome, my SZ. Welcome, sir. We are glad to have you. We are glad to have you.
Welcome, sir. Thank you.
All right. Now, you've actually given us a very brief profile. And from what I heard, you like to keep a low profile. But before we go ahead, I just want you to tell us a bit more about yourself before we go into the business of the day. Tell us a bit about yourself, Mosa.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everybody. But in our company, we do say good morning. So it's a great privilege to be here today. And I'm giving thanks to God Almighty for the privilege being alive today. So we all know that if not because of the grace we receive from the God Almighty, so assembling here tonight cannot be possible because a lot of people have gone, but it is not because of our righteousness or our strength. So we are still alive today to rub minds together. So thank you very much once again, the coordinator of this powerful program, and everybody that has just listened to me here. I'm Prince Moses ADELEKE by name, a graduate of pharmacies, and I love business right from the day one of my life. In fact, initially, before I even became a graduate, and there are a lot of things I've been started doing, right from the day one of my life in terms of anything has to do with business. I really love it. I really love it. So I hail from a royal family, and but the only thing is that there is nothing when we are talking about life generally. Everything is not rosy, every time. So right from the day one, even my dad knew me, that this guy, what is happening to you? When he's giving something, in general to everybody, I will just look at it and say, oh, Dad, I don't think I need it. So he just look at me, what is happening? So I said, no problem, sir, no problem, sir. So it has been, the part of my life up to today. up to today. So due to that, it made me really, believe in myself that anything I have in mind to do, I love to do it with all my strength and power. So to the glory of God today, we are here. And God will help us, will continue to help us. Thank you very much.
All right. All right. Thank you so much. Also, our topic tonight says asset building through leveraging. So we want you to take us through on this journey through your story. I will leave you for that for a few minutes. Then we'll come back for the interactive section.
Thank you. If you look at the topic tonight, the topic we are discussing tonight in terms of the asset building through leverage. The first thing we just need to understand is what is assets. A lot of people, they believe so much that, oh, maybe it's as a result of the money I kept, I keep in bank or wherever. No. Your asset really beyond that. Anything valuable that is generally acceptable is an asset. So, and when we are talking, everybody loves to have a lot of things in life, because even if you ask a madman that do you really want to be successful in life, that person will surely tell you that, oh, really, I really want to be successful in life. When we are talking about asset building, so from the perspective of the assets, so what is an asset? So it is a kind of, everything that is generally acceptable. So not only the money. For example, now someone that has a lot of houses, cars and all those kind of things is an asset. And when we're looking about how to generate, this asset, everything originated from money. If you don't have money, there is no way you can continue building assets. Let's look at, I don't want to make mention of one person, for example, but let's look at Zenith Bank as an example. And there is another friend, he's into music. So that time, he has a money that he can easily invest into something that can continue generating money for him. But instead of using that money to invest, he preferred to buy a luxury car. And there is nothing in this life that is static in nature. So we have it that everything is so dynamic. So his own friend decided to set up a Zenith Bank with the same amount. But today, that luxury car that time, what is the value today? And look at the Zenith Bank today. They have made a lot of money. So irrespective of any small thing we are having, if you have a very good mindset to develop it, definitely we can. But our topic tonight is that how can we generate more assets through a leverage? So we are still going to come to that. But in order to save our time, I think that is just a little things I want to say on that side for now. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you so much, boss. If I want to put this, because it's like a general question and like more or less like an hypothetical question, but the fact is that network marketing, as it were, multi-level marketing has been populated with women, and we have like 70% of women into network marketing. Now, you've been a businessman. How did you venture into multi-level marketing, and how have you been able to succeed even as a man?
Thank you very much for that question. When I was in school, in fact, a friend of mine firstly introduced me to multi-level marketing business. His name is Matthew Vincent. That time, I will never forget. When you're pushing two things simultaneously, and it's going to be like, oh, what is this? So that friend of mine introduced me. That was when I firstly had an encounter with multi-level marketing business. But later, A friend of mine, Bode Oloyeye, when I was in service, he called me, although we already knew, each other before that time. And he happened to be the one that introduced me to Longreach. So I embraced the business, but based on your question that as a businessman, how did I marry a multi-level marketing business to the business? The basic thing is this: we need to understand the basic concept of multi-level marketing business and traditional business. What we believe so much in before is traditional business, the act of buying and selling. Oh, this is the goods and services, and I want to invest my money in this. So if I invest like 1 million naira on a product, I'll be having it in mind that, okay, at least for me to maximize the profit on this, then I need to sell this product maybe 1.1 or 1.2 million. So that 200,000 naira is my profit. Yeah, but during that time, I read a book written by the author, Robert Kiyosaki. So that time I was like, oh, this is this in terms of the power in leverage. So I was in the training that day, and someone gave a kind of illustration that this is a kind of 100 shares, and you are being asked to take this 100 shares out, and you are going to be paid this also amount. And in other way around, we have another friend that equally have a lot of friends around him. The same contract was being awarded to him, and he just informed all his friends, oh, my friend, there is a little contract on ground. All we just need to do is to pack out all these shares, and this is the remuneration. Number one, it saved time. Within a short period of time, they're going to pack all those shares. Two, it saves their energy. And three, everybody is going to enjoy whatever any remuneration they got, they are going to get there. Why? Because it doesn't stress them unnecessarily. I picked something out of that. So today, we are here, and we really want to know why we should choose the power of leverage through multi-level marketing business. Let's look at the entire world today. If you look at the highest paid earner in terms of the salary earner in the entire world, they are neurosurgeon. And we should know that what it's going to take before you become a neurosurgeon. Neurosurgeon is not just ordinary doctor. That's okay, I went to universities and I've already read my medicine, this and that, so you become a doctor. No, neurosurgeon still have a special courses to pass through. So before you can become a neurosurgeon, you need to study for good 13 years in university. Continuous study. So where am I driving at? How much is their annual salary? They are earning $918,000. Let's quote that. But let's come to the aspect of multi-level marketing business. We have a woman in this industry, of which I'm going to make use of our own example for this illustration. Stormy Wellington. Stormy Wellington happened to be the highest number 5 earners in the entire world when we are talking about multi-level marketing business. This Stormy Wellington we are talking about is a dropout in secondary school. When I mean a dropout, meaning that she didn't finish secondary school. She ended up at GS3, in our Nigerian studies system. You can imagine someone just finished GS3 stuff of a thing, and today Stormy Wellington happened to be someone that nobody cares about her. She really suffered in life. And apart from this, at the age of 12 years, she was impregnated. But today, Tommy Wellington earned more than $1 million US in multi-level marketing business. So what am I talking about? Our certificate these days, especially when it comes to the aspect of our country, Nigeria precisely, we know what is going on there. So when you believe so much in your traditional business, it means that you are just limiting yourself to a certain territory. But if you believe so much in the concept of multi-level marketing business, what is the power inside this business? Why do you need to look at this? How can I build this, the leverage through this business? You can imagine, as you wake up today, let's assume that you have like 10 million naira in your bank account, doing nothing there, and you look at what you're having, under your bed, you're having something reasonable. The fact is that your lifestyle will be quietly different from others around you. Unlike people that have believed so much in working for salary, this sort of a thing. I didn't say working for salary is not good. But the basic thing is that when we believe so much in the power of leverage, multi-level marketing business is the key to the financial freedom. So thank you so much once again.
Thank you, sir. Now, we want you to expand more on this. Now, among rejections, what were the challenges that you faced in the course of this business? How are you able to come out of those challenges to have even risen to the point of a star director? We know that you run a stockage business in Ilorin, and what happened in Ilorin recently, everybody was wild. What we gathered, the information we gathered, that you single-handedly did that event on Long Reach. How have you been able to cope over the years? What were those challenges that you faced? How did you come out of them? Is this just to encourage some of us,
Thank you.
on the platform that may be struggling? Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, our coordinator. From when I had my last discussion in terms of the power of leverage, number one thing is that you believe in the system. There is nothing impossible in this life. But the basic thing is that irrespective of anything you want to become in life, if you don't believe in yourself and you don't believe in the system, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. I was trying to give a kind of illustration the other time in terms of the power of leverage through multi-level marketing business and building the asset through this versus traditional business or working as a salary earner. I will still migrate a little bit before I come back to the last question raised by you, sir, so that you'll be able to understand the basic concept of this business. Now, in terms of the traditional business, have this in mind. It really requires your physical presence before you can make any money there. That's number one. And when we're talking about the power of leverage in multi-level marketing business, is a kind of residual income you continually generated even after your initial effort has been expended. So I was telling someone the other time that, let's assume you have a father, and we have the same father, and the father just gave you 10 million naira to go and set up a little business. And with the experience I've gathered here today, I said, okay, if I'm just having just only 100,000 naira, and the father is not telling us that, both of you go out there, go and transact a business with 100,000, with 10 million naira. And at the end of the year, come and give me a profit of 10 million naira. I said, if you are the one that is being given this 100,000 naira, what will you do? What will be your reaction? The guy said, I'm going to cause a lot of problems. I said, why? What is 100,000 naira these days? I said, listen, if you really understand the basic concept of the business you really want to do, there is nothing that can stop you. So far you believe in the system, you believe in God, all things are possible. I said, let me just give you a little illustration. When I started this business, I didn't have anything on me then, but I called my mother. May God forgive me because I lied to her that time. I said, I just secured a job in Maduguri. So she was like, what are you trying to do? This and that, all those things. You know, women. So when it comes to the aspect of the children, you know, taking care of the children, all this kind of, they don't play with it. So I was like, no, I didn't allow that though. Don't do that though. You already finished your service. And it's better. You know, I was like, okay, I've had it. So if you don't want me to go, man, I need just only 100,000 naira. She gave me that 100,000. So where am I driving at? I started my long range business with 100,000 naira. And I'm not making jest of this guy. The illustration I made is a reality. There was a friend of mine that was given a very huge amount to start a business. But today, nowhere to be found. So that 100,000 naira they gave me that day, that time, I just signed up the business. You know, there is no much knowledge that time. So with the products, no product knowledge, nothing. Mr. Johnny happened to be the African MD that time. So he did a little he can. And you know, so we just started, just anyhow. I had an office at Kaiwosal at that time. And a lot of people that we have been doing business together that time rejected me. I'm back to the question you asked me, that what are the challenges I faced, you know, during the journey. So I told my people, oh, this is a very wonderful opportunity. And a friend of mine just introduced me to this. It's a very good, this of a thing, wherever. So everybody rejected me. I looked and that throughout the night, I couldn't sleep. I was like, what is this? Do you think you are going to do this business? But something, you know, just struck my mind. Moses, remember, anything you want to do that doesn't involve any challenges, don't do it. But anytime you want to do anything and you are facing any challenges, it means the end result is going to be wonderful. So I banked on that and I said, okay, to God be the glory. I'm going to do this business and nothing will stop me there. I started. I have to leave my office. I'm the one paying for the office, it's my personal office. It's not that maybe someone is paying for me, this and that, other thing. I have to leave so that it not be as if I'm just brag on my office that mainly because I'm the one that is responsible for the payment of the office, this and that. I have to leave. I've selected a day for my training in every week. So a friend of mine was called Aregbesola. So there was an area they call Oro Road at Taiwoke. So I met this guy and I told him every guarantee about the entire story. And it was like, oh, that's no problem. After all, the day you are picking, I don't do any training on that day. So I can be making use of the office free of charge. I said, thank you so much for giving me this privilege. That's how I started. From one person to this, and little by little, we are doing a little and I can. So I will travel all the way from Ilorin down to Ibadan to still go and attend lecture. So still come back with a fresh knowledge, this and that. And that's how we started. So I didn't inform anybody again from the people that surrounded me. So what am I going to bring up here is this. Prevention, maybe ever since you have started your business, all the people around you rejected you. You should be joyful, be rejoiced. Why? Because it's helping you to build your inner power. Because if you don't have that challenge, there's no way you'll be able to think deeply on how to go about your business. So that time,
I want to come in inside there. What we had is that you were left alone in the business.
yeah,
That your upline, nobody, everybody just vanished. Nobody was where to be found. Now, how did you? Yeah, we just want to know, how did you sustain yourself?
Thank you. That time, let me just summarize everything I was trying to say so that I come to the last something you just raised it now. So I started that time, and to the glory of God, because it's not by power, within my 5 weeks of joining Longreach, I qualified to travel to Malaysia. It was that Malaysia that really opened my eyes.
Wow.
So
and you signed up with 100,000.
100K.
Wow.
With 100K. Even that 100K product, I don't even know what I do with it. Some was dashed out, and we're making use of other to do the practical, do the training whenever I want to do the training. A lot of people didn't believe this around me. And I told them, my dear people, rejoice with me, I've qualified for Malaysia. Everybody was like, Malaysia, come, Malaysia. So, and I said, okay. So I continued the journey. Not until we travel to Malaysia. I met a woman in Malaysia. I will never forget that woman. She's not from Nigeria anyway. I have an encounter with this woman, discuss the business with her. She was a teacher. And the money she's making in Longreach then was something else. So she has really helped a lot of people around that. And I tell myself, if a woman can be making this in Longreach, what am I doing? So as I came back, and that time I was using one kind of Tokobo Golf 3. I can't forget that Golf 3. So as I came back from Malaysia, after that one, just a while, I qualified for my car, my first car in Longreach. So the time they called me and said, Prince, oh, you don't qualify for a car. I said, just like that. I was thinking that maybe they were joking. Not until the car key was handed over to me, in a button. I think we did the award at, I don't forget this area in Ibadan. So I will later remember. So I said, this is a brand new car. It was then I realized that, poverty is not a good thing. Because before I do boast on that GoPro.
It saves you fuel. You say the engine is fast. You will be compensating yourself.
So that time, in fact, that GoPro, I can wash it 3 times in a day. Always neat. But when I had my hands on a brand new car, I was like, wow, this is something else. So back to the question you raised. So the journey went on like that. There are a lot of challenges across my way. But to the glory of God today, I'm still on my feet. So if you are into this business and you believe that everything will be rosy on a daily basis, you are deceiving yourself. So we should have that one in mind. Prepare for any challenges that may come across the way. So this man said, in terms of the failure means first attempt in learning. Look at Professor Wole Soyinka today. As a great man in terms of education in Nigeria, when we are talking about the power of money, let's just use the, two people as a yardstick. At that being, we are using the power of education as a yardstick to measure, the money. It means Professor Wole Soyinka should be the richest in Africa. But look at Dangote, for example. So when we are talking about the power of leverage, then it means a lot of things. So if you are here tonight, learn from my own case. A friend of mine, Oluweye by name, is the one that introduced me to this business, as I said earlier. But with one reason or the other, he decided to leave Longreach. And we met one day. That one, leaving Longreach doesn't, stop me from doing Longreach, because I've seen the system. I've seen everything I become today. God used Longreach platform to for me. So he told me guaranteed that, oh, Prince, I'm leaving for good. And I said, okay. So God be the glory. So even if you have been born together as from the same parents, so it doesn't mean that we should do the same thing. So what am I saying in essence is this: you should know the reason why you are joining this platform. So all you just need to do is to make sure you keep your knowledge on daily basis, because you can never give what you don't have. So what is really keeping me moving is that I believe so much in the grace of God. Anytime I'm done, the Spirit will talk to me. God is there for you. And that God has never failed me. You talked about the recent program we did in learning. It's just within 2 weeks. So in my team, there are a lot of challenges rather. There was a set of people, when they look at me, they say, oh, are we the same age? So how do you think you can be talking to me that I should do this, I should do that? Something that I know that will benefit you. So if I tell you something to do, oh, this is just a little things you need to be doing on a daily basis. It is a case of doing the activities. It's not about just learning. If you continually learning something and you don't put it in practical, there is no way you can have the headway. Recently, I took my team members some training in terms of, every day we have our one market, we have our code market, the social medias are there. So ask yourself, what are you doing on a daily basis to build your empire in this industry? So if you learn something and you don't put it in practice, you are doing yourself. Because in the first place, before you sign up, before you say yes to this opportunity, it means you have already seen your why. So let your why be keeping you moving. And part of my why today in this business is that Longreach really changed my story in terms of traveling around the world. If not because of this, platform, I don't think. Because if I started counting the number of countries, especially in the United States of America, how many states have I covered in the US because of Longreach without paying anything? So if a company can do this for me, then what is again? So the basic thing I want to bring out here is this: everything in life will surely have its own challenge. Even a family, as a husband and wife, they do have challenge. If you wake up early in the morning, you move out, definitely you are taking risk. If you are not ready to take that risk, for example, now maybe you just discover that, oh, there is an accident and it involves a lot of lives. And now because of that one, you say, oh, I want to enter a car. Please, how are you going to convey yourself? Even eating food is a matter of taking risk. A lot of people taking that food and it goes wrong in their body system. You won't say because of that one, then you are not going to hit again. Then what do you think later happen? So any challenges you might have it in mind that definitely you are going to face challenge. But when it comes, someone is up there for you. I give it to my great mama, Madam ADELEKE Jimagwa. She's always there for me. Anytime I just feel that, oh, what is happening, this and that, Mama, this is what is on ground. So we just laugh. ADELEKE, we just laugh it out, and from there, she will tell me what to do. And I will go back to that. And it will work out perfectly. Like our recent activities in Kwara State, a lot of team members, they were like, oh, we are not going to do anything, this and that. I said, okay, no problem. If I tell you that crowd you saw that day, they are full of fresh members. Wow. There are some that you call it, but the time they now realize that, oh, hey, this thing is becoming something else. Some of them now starting joining. So the basic thing is that if you don't believe in yourself, they are going to hold you ransom. So that is the basic thing. So thank you very much.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much. We want to believe, even as a stockist, and you've been on the platform for a while, that you are familiar, or let me put it as a way that you are like an ardent product user. Maybe you don't use the word being an addict. Can you pick 3 products that are your best? I know it will be difficult to pick. Now, why these products are your best, you will let us know. Then if you have testimony on any of them, you can let us know. If a kind of striking testimony that you have on any of the products.
Thank you very much, sir. Actually, when we look at the concept of Long Range as a manufacturing company, they did a very wonderful research before any product had been made. But as you said, to me personally, I have a set of products that I will never joke with. Number 1 is Atro Reviver. Number 2 is Berry Hoya Capsule. Why did I love this product so much? I traveled a lot. In fact, I can remember the time I started this business, with little knowledge we have about the product then. I didn't know that this is one of the best products ever in Long Range. Why? Atro, anytime I just travel, the stress, because I have things in Kaduna. I do travel to Kaduna, Gombe, Bauchi. Nobody is driving me. I drive myself because I can't allow anybody to drive me. So it has been part of me. So when I travel, you can now say, the stress on the road, Nigerian roads and all those kind of things. Abuja car, time to time every week. I do go to Abuja, Niger, and all those kind of things. So anytime I overstress myself, taking Berry Hoya, Atro, just 3, I always sleep like a newborn baby. And when I wake up, and it's going to be like, I didn't do anything yesterday. So The berry oil is something great. Why? Because number one thing is that the berry oil does, it detoxifies your livers. Every part of our body system, if the liver function is faulty, hey, there is a problem. So these two products is something else I don't play with. And finally, the king of it all is the cordyceps capsule. And why did I choose the cordyceps capsule? Cordyceps capsule build the immune systems and all those kind of things. So, and my Nutri Pink and Nutri Blue, any one I have, that is what I'm going to use to, as a water, so watering everything down. So they are so wonderful. And do you know the reason why we shouldn't play with these products? Our life has no duplicates. It's not depends on you. As day in, day out, time is not waiting for anybody. And we're exposing ourselves to chemical substances on a daily basis.
Yeah, of course.
So it depends on the way you are taking care of your health. That is how you are going to enjoy your life. If you gather every resources in the entire world and you are not healthy, I'm sorry. I love playing ball like anything. So when I enter field, after the match, stop everything, my outro, I don't play with it. And finally, in terms of the cup, this is my cup. If you don't have this cup, or peradventure you're a distributor and you don't even know the value of this cup, please. Because when we are looking at our body system, 75 to 80% of our body system is water. So tell me, what type of water are you consuming on a daily basis? These are all this bottled water, sachet water, you don't even know how it's been produced. But scientifically, remember, chlorine is already added for purification process. And this is a chemical substances. Be it in a diluted form or concentrated form, chemical is not good for consumption. Our forefathers in olden days, where do they drink water? They drink from the stream. And today we are taking acidic substances on a daily basis. Let's look at the cases of cancer, leukemia, and many other things like that. It will not be your portion. But remember, we have to make sure we prevent the occurrences, and God will help us through. Thank you so much. Wow. In terms of the testimony, yes, I have a lot of testimony, about our products. There was a woman, the one that really, really amazed me is the one with breast cancer. This lady, I think she's around 20-something years, but she's really, get married quickly and she already had a baby. So it was after that the baby, this problem started. Hey, God really surprised me that time. Why? Because when we are talking about cancer, it's something we can be joking with. We all know that medically, God, it will never be our portion in the mighty name of Jesus. So we just need to, what am I trying to bring up then is this. I place her on Nutri Blue, the cordyceps capsule. Then on the part of the affected part in the breast, the Panthenol is being placed on it. To the glory of God. It is the God that did it. That woman stay alive today. And the breast is not even amputated. So thank you very much because of that.
Long-reach products have gone beyond the way that we try to sugarcoat anything. If you don't try, if you don't taste, you won't experience this. These are valid testimonies. The products, the potency behind it. In fact, of a truth, that has one of the things that have made me glued to Long Reach are the products, because the potency, the efficacy behind the products are second to none. And an average product of Long Reach will do 5 things for you, if not more. So if you are yet to consider being a product user, reconsider yourself. Thank you so much, Prince Adeleke. On a last note, some are struggling in this business. They are even thinking that, is it possible to even attain this? I don't have upline, I don't have anybody supporting me. What would be your encouragement for such people and for those that are yet to sign up on this call?
Thank you very much, sir, for that question. I kept saying something. Believe in yourself. Believe in your God. Believe in the system. So anytime you are done, look up. What are you looking up to? Number one is your God. Number two, if you don't have your immediate upline, your upline is there. That person has no reason to say no. And don't just close your mind that I'm not ready to learn. There are 3 basic things you need to have if you really want to grow. Number one, be coachable. 2, be hungry for success. 3, willing to work. It is a business. It is until when you see this business as your business, that is when you can handle it with care. If you don't see it as a business, there is nothing anybody can do about it. That's number one. Number 2, if you are really hungry for success, when you wake up early in the morning, you pray to God, God help me, this is what I want to do. Stand in front of the mirror, appraise yourself. I am a winner. Nobody can stop me from this journey. I'm going to do this business and I'm going to succeed. Talk a positive things to your life. There is a power in tongue. And anything you say about your life will surely come to reality. 3, willing to, I've said that you have to be willing to work, because if you're not ready to do what it takes, that job, nobody is going to help you to do that. See yourself as a leader in the first place. Immediately as you are signing into this business, anything you don't know about it, how to check your back office, fine, you need to know. 2, what is the basic thing that we need to do in this business that will be generating a residual income for you? The basic thing is that you need to be doing your prospecting. How do I do my prospecting? Through my warm market. Who are those in your warm market? Those are the people you know. At this juncture, you have to have a diary. In terms of your warm market, how are you going to make use of your warm market to generate a lead? Now, you have a lot of friends you school together. Think of them. Every contact you have on your phone, don't just assume within yourself that, oh, this man cannot do this. Have something in mind. Everybody in life has their own scarcity. What is the scarcity of Mr. A might be quite different from the scarcity of Mr. B. How do I mean? If I want to talk to President Buhari, for example, now, and I say, oh, my president, it's a great privilege to have you here. I'm so Adeleke, and I'd love to introduce my business to you, Long Reach International Company. In fact, you are going to make a lot of money, this and that. What do you think Buhari will do? He will just laugh, because it's the money. He's in charge of controlling the resources of our country today. But what do I need to do as a professional? I need to look at, identify the area of need. And what is the area of his own need at that time? Is the health. Why you say, oh, my president, I have something great and it's going to help you to manage your health. Before you say something about health, he will listen. All the rich men out there, they don't want to die. When you tell them about their health, and through that channel, you will easily have a way. So when you discover that, oh, this one is the money, don't come in through, oh, although everybody loves to have more, that's fine. But they will just need to look at you, maybe peradventure, as you are talking to them, you don't go there with your car, maybe you have not qualified for any car, wherever. It doesn't matter. Don't look down on yourself. Just make sure you always dress gorgeously so that the way you dress, the way you be addressed. So remember, I said believe in yourself. And the area of individual's need is very important. Some will join you through their health. Some will join you in terms of making money. So you need to identify that area. So your one market, you know, as you continue introducing your business to your one market, one day will be one day, it will be exhausted. Then what do you need to do? On daily basis, you have to make sure at least you have a little portrait business card. It could be a kind of invitation wherever, just a little write-up, your information on that note. And anybody, anywhere you are, don't miss that opportunity. Because that person, there is no way in a single day you will move out without meeting someone you have never met in life. So if you missed it that day, it could be the end. You may never even see each other again to the end of the world. So meeting someone is an opportunity. Make use of that opportunity. Oh, right now I'm in Norway, but there is something important I would love to share with you. I'm so, and I would love to introduce my companies to you. This is my card. Please, can I have your contact so that we talk thereafter? I'll be able to give you details about it. When I was in primary school, my coach then, although he's a rough coach, he always tell me that because I do play defend, that time and up to now. He do tell me something, Moses, if you miss ball, don't miss leg. Because you are the last hope for the keeper. So if they beat you up, then it means score. And the highest thing that could happen, if you miss ball, don't miss leg. The highest thing that could happen is going to be penalty shootout.
Penalty. And you can still lose the penalty.
So it has been my watchword. So in this business, how can you apply the same strategies to this? So you're already giving your card as a point of contact. Because if you don't have something given out, don't expect anything coming in. There is so much in what we call reciprocity. Reciprocity is when you willingly giving something, no matter how small it is. You can even tell that prospect, oh, it's because you resemble my sister or my brother. That's why I'm just giving you this card. I don't normally give out my business card. It's a strategy. So as you give out your card, you get the contact. So if the person is not coming to the event or to your weekly activities in terms of the seminar, you already have the contact. Chat up. When you chat, from the WhatsApp, you can easily introduce your business to that person, and from there, conversation continues.
Thank you so much, SD.
You can do something about that. Oh, sir, I have something important to give you. How can we meet? It's a strategy. Even if it is ordinary panty liner, demonstrate that panty liner in front of him. Sir, I know you do makeup on daily basis. There are correlations that can affect your health. On daily basis, when you want to move out, place this panty liner on your body. Any part of your body is going to prevent you, strengthening you, rejuvenate all your vital organs, and so many other things. So when you give something great is coming in. So that is that about that. Two, our code markets. So through that one, you can be increasing your one market on daily basis so that you will not get stuck. That is number two. Number three is this, our warm markets. These are the people you don't know. You can find these people on social media, Facebook, your LinkedIn, wherever. How do you do something that will generate a lead? So I don't know SD Emmanuel Eduro before. I just discovered that, oh, this is a great man. I read his own profile on Facebook and I said, oh, this one should be a very great man. Let me have, sent a friend request. I sent a request, they accepted my friend, and from there, conversation starts through the messenger, and from there. Don't firstly introduce your business as you are meeting a stranger on social media. The first thing you just need to do is to make sure, you create a very good relationship. Oh, but any conversation you want to make on that messenger, make sure it always ends with a question. Hello, my friend, how are you? I just want to check on you. Hope you are doing great. How is family? How is family? There is a question mark. Maybe it's not online that time. You just leave it there. The second day, you checked it, you will surely respond. So you can lead the conversation. A little write-up can be posted on Facebook that can easily generate a lead, and from there you can start the conversation there. So where am I driving at? Every day there are ways to generate sales, but the basic thing is that we need to believe in ourselves and believe in the system. So thank you so much because of our time, sir.
Thank you so much, as Prince Adeleke Moses. We thank you for allowing us allowing us into your world, and we are going to come again. We want to know some of the hidden strategies you use, because you didn't mention everything. But we know that you're a quiet person, but we found out that you give to the in-depth. With the Jelenke way, you hit everybody tonight. Thank you so much. Just before I call on the 3SD, now if you are new on this platform and you are wondering, is saying all this, how do I come on board this platform? Let me just give the entry levels as fast as I can. Now, this is the level that happens everywhere in the world with long-read bioscience, mostly for the VIP Platinum, Gold, and Silver. So for the Q Silver, for the starter combo, you have like 4 PV for the starter combo. You don't get to choose your products there. It's 14,000, which is basic. The system starts recognizing you from the point of Q Silver of 60 PV. So you can do that plus or minus 45,000 Naira with 8% of the profit you have, plus 10% of the performance bonus you may have based on the performance of the work you do. We have silver 120 PV, 90,000, gold 240, platinum 720, VIP, a very good place for everybody to be at. The highest person in Long Reach is on VIP. Now, the company has a way that they don't want you to be greedy, because they are not greedy. You can't have more than 3 persons directly under you, but that does not mean you cannot have 3 million persons in your team. So it's like open market that you can do and come in, bring in people. But maximum 3 legs is what they plan for. They don't give you pressure. You have to do it at your own pace. You heard that the prince said in 5 weeks that he joined, he qualified for Malaysia. That one is just what you had. You don't know what has gone under in the times of work. So you grow at your own pace. Leadership is easily achievable, and you have weekly bonus payments based on your activities. We don't give you monthly mandatory purchase. And it is not that you cannot do your 30 PV retail order. You will be the one losing if you are not doing that. And this happens like just that 3-3 progression. Me 3, them 3. So from 3, you have 12, you have 9, and you have 9, you have 27, and so on. You have 81, and like that. So it is with every country that Longreach is represented. This is for the United Kingdom, and you have for the US. We have for Kenya, we have in various parts, and we have in Ghana, we have Liberia. Reach out to the person that invited you on this call so that you know how to sign up. Thank you so much, Prince. I'll call on the 3SD as the Chief Servant of CIG and the 3-star Director, Longreach Bioscience International. 3-star Director, Eduru.
Please. Oh, can you hear me there?
You're welcome, boss. We can hear you.
Okay, thank you so much, my SD Prince Moses Adeleke. We cannot thank you enough because we are just dishing out everything and even coming up with strategies. You know, I tend to laugh at people who just came into the system and within a short time they are complaining. You know, they need to know. I know time did not permit you to say much here. You know, rather you were even trying to teach and train. Our business is not a traditional form of business. It's more of a building business, a business you build. When you build anything, then you have enough time to enjoy it for life. That is it. You must build first before you enjoy it. Now, I took some notes. I took a lot of notes, but let me just say some of the highlights of the notes I got. For those of you who were listening and did not really, catch up, he talked about be coachable, be willing to work, be hungry for success, be positive in every aspect of the business. Prospecting strategies towards people of status. Use the health risk factor. Don't go through the business factor when you are talking to people you know that can afford more than even what you can afford. People of status, rich people. Be presentable. Try to always dress well, look good, look presentable, so that people will accept you before they accept what you want to say. Make a business card to give to people. Law of reciprocity. When you give out, you can now expect something. When you don't give out something, don't expect anything. So when you are giving out your business card, you are expecting a call from a customer or a prospect. That is very, very important. Don't introduce your business when you just meet someone for the first time because you are desperate. No. In this business, don't be desperate. You are to educate people about your product, about your company, the benefits they can get, then you keep quiet. The decision is left to them. So long you have educated them, our own is to educate why they are to make the decision. And as long as you keep educating people, then be ready for a bumper harvest. Now, here is my take for those of you that are on this call and those of you that will watch the video later. Loyalty to the brand is very, very important. You see, without loyalty, you cannot succeed with anything you are doing in terms of partnership, even for yourself. If you are not loyal to your own brand, maybe you have a company, you have a business you are doing, and you don't patronize your own business, someday, sometime, you will lose out in your own business. That is how it is. Now, some people don't know that the Longreach business is an e-commerce business. On this note, next week, Saturday, I will be doing a training on it, but it's going to be on Facebook, CIG page, CIG Hub page. I will do a training on e-commerce platform, e-commerce and our platform, how you can use your back office to do your business without going to a stockist office. You enter the orders yourself once you have your code, retail, repeat, and upgrade. Then you now send the teller to just like Amazon, Jumia, Konga, and all that. That is exactly Alibaba. That is exactly the same e-commerce platform we operate. A lot of you don't know this. When we talk of online business, you want to think that Longreach is different. Longreach is purely an online business. So if you are free next week, Saturday, 12 o'clock, 11 a.m. UK time, 12 noon Nigerian time, please hook up to our CIG hub. I will be there to do a training on that. Learn how to use your e-commerce platform to make wealth and to build health for yourself, your family, and your community around. For those of you that are on this call, thank you for showing up. You can always go back to watch the videos that we upload when you subscribe to the channel. I cannot thank our guest speaker for today, who, despite his busy schedule, we heard all how he travels a lot, and that is the basic truth, for showing up today for us. We are so grateful as the ADELEKE. May God replenish you abundantly, and also for holding on the flag of Longreach in the entire Kwara state. God will bless you for that. We leverage on him. He's a stockist in Kwara state, reliable. If you are looking for a stockist in Kwara state, he is very reliable. Just let us know. We'll connect you with him, and you are free to go and sleep. Your prospect will come on board. He is one of the most reliable, consistent in that Kwara state, to the best of my knowledge. Thank you so much, Mr. Seton, for taking today's program to another height. We are grateful. And for everybody that is on this call today, we say thank you. And for those of you who enjoyed so many PVs last week and this week, keep pushing, don't give up, better days ahead. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
All right. Thank you, boss. On that note, we want to say thank you again, Mr. ADELEKE.
One or two questions, please. One or two questions, or one.
So we really want to thank you again, once again, Prince ADELEKE. Please, as we know you as Obalola, so when you are ascend the throne, please don't forget us on Longreach platform. So when you knock on your door, say you. So when you become king again, so let's do this business let's take the business to the palace. Thank you so much. Now the train is moving from Kwara State tonight, and we are moving to Ghana next week. You don't want to miss that. A powerful woman will be in the house next week, Sunday. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag. You will see the flyer in the course of the week. I don't want to show anything now. Next week, please don't miss it. I'm Simply Seton. Until I'll come your way again next week. Have a good night.